now the, now the Q&A after our presentation. So Todd, you want to you want to go through that chat and let's answer those questions in the chat first, like we were doing.
Yes, sir. First of all, I'm going to cover a couple that have been asked every night. I'm sure they're going to get asked tonight. The first one is if you had a 149 basic membership with 7K or the 599 VIP, do you have a grandfathered over into the 199 sound dot money? Yes. Okay. You don't have to pay any. If you had 149, there's no upgrade fee. If you paid 599, there's not an adjustment that's going to be made because it's only 199 now. If you have either one of those two accounts, you're grandfathered in. You can participate wholly in this with no more money out of your pocket.
And
Okay.
that's why you're an ambassador. That's why you have an ambassador site already, sound.money slash whatever your username is. That's the reason.
Correct. The question from Deanna Carell. Will new Sound Money enrollees be able to get a 7K retail e-commerce website to sell the collectibles? Is there an option for that membership? Today, you do not. If so, you sign somebody up brand new today in Sound.money. They will not automatically have a 7K metals, the new version of that e-commerce, the direct consumer direct website. And they won't have that for the remainder of this month. According to Josh, who I spoke about this with earlier, they are working to have a second sign up that's done in 7K. It will be $0. So if you already have a Sound.money account, you won't automatically be included it. You'll just have to sign up for that secondary account with a 7K metals sign up. Okay. So hopefully
Yeah,
that answers that one.
that was in the presentation. We kind of addressed that's going to come later, but that won't be a network marketing. Won't be. It'll be strictly an e-commerce, and it will be on the same platform, an affiliate. It will be free.
Yep.
And that's where all the other benefits will still exist, like insurance. Okay, for one example.
Yep. So underneath the old 7K umbrella I talked about earlier, excuse me, we're removing completely the comp plan. Right now, it sounds like most of the member benefits there are roughly going to stay the same as far as what's available. The cost is going to change, though. So this is the next question. Will we have Craig Burnett? Will we still have access to 7K University that was in 7K Pro? My understanding is there's going to be a new product available that offers the discounts on shopping and the discounts on travel that has 7K University inside of it. I believe because let's just talk about the subscriptions as a whole. Before, whatever the cost of that product was, let's use the Silver Eagle Invention Series, and it was 179 a month to have that one. It probably cost 7K metals. Let's just say that the Silver Eagle's $100. It's not today, I know that, but just for easy math, I don't have my shoes on right now, so I can't count my toes. Um, if it was $100 for the slab Silver Eagle in that Invention series, and it was sorry to buy the Eagle, and $25 to slab it, they had about $125 in hard costs into that, plus administrative and all whatever else they had. So if it was 179, the difference between 179 and the 125, $54 was the juice or whatever you want to call that, the markup on that coin that was able to be converted into points that posted to you when you bought it and all the way to the top of the computer. Well, we don't have a top of the computer or points that are posting anymore effective the 28th of February. So they're going to be able to bring the cost of the numismatic coins, all four of the ones that were there. I think there's a couple more they're trying to bring to the autosaver title. And there's going to be a new 7K Pro or 7K Advantage. I don't know what they're going to label that. We're just going to all have to stand around the water cooler here and find out these things as they come. But I do believe all of those things will exist. They're still going to have insurance through 7K Health. They're still going to have opportunities for all the other member benefits. There were coin drops, etc. So we don't know the details of all those right now. So stand by. They're coming soon.
Yeah, and another thing that's in that question that people ask, no, you're not starting all over. Everyone you personally sponsored, you're already linked to. So you get a 1% metal bonus on everything they buy in their Some Money wallet. Now, everybody they sponsored, you won't get anything off of them because it's not multi-level. It's one tier and it's everyone you personally sponsored. Okay. So you're not starting all over.
Yep. Good one on that. Kevin Iverson, what will happen to the Stack and Sell site, or is there another method to sell the collectible coins now? Stack and Sell is not going away, as far as I know. And what I just talked about with the decrease in the cost of the collectible coins and all of the things that they sold before, whether they were the four autosavers or the coin drops, they all had points that posted to the top of the computer. Now that that's gone, those prices are going to be able to come down, which will instantly make all of the coins that you buy and put into Stack and Sell have a higher return on your investment. They'll be worth what you paid for them. Because a lot of people have always had the age old thing. Why am I paying $180, $179 for a Silver Eagle graded? I can buy them for $110 other places. You could. And we told you go do that. But if you want to have a business with 7K and you want to have tax deductibility and 1099 tax benefits through a Schedule C, you had to have the thing of the month on. That's why we bought them, was to fund the compensation plan and earn our commission checks. By the way, another question that's got asked every night is, what am I going to do without my tax benefits if there's no more compensation plan? You still have them all, guys. All of your earnings that you have through Sound Money are going to be commissionable 1099 paid out through instant gold pay. Anything you sell on your 7K Metals platform is going to get paid out in cash as 1099 income. If you get 1099 income, guess what you are? An independent contractor. And this is not tax advice. Please talk to your CPA or your tax preparer for personal advice for you. I'm not intending to give that. Okay. But you're not going to lose any of those benefits. You just need to go talk to your CPA. And as Bob and I have been saying for me 4 years, Bob for probably 40 years, if your CPA doesn't understand how to use tax deductions, if you're a 1099 independent contractor, find a different CPA immediately and file amendments on your last 3 years of returns. Okay. All right. Let's do Kathy Brewer, Bob. You're up on this one. Take your call.
Okay. Yes, Kathy, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy.
My first question, just went over that because I had posted and asked about since the last time I renewed, I paid $5.99, and I was wondering how that was going to be affected, but he's already explained that. So,
Okay.
what I'm wondering is, um, since we're not really signing back up again, the one of us that's already in there, are we going to stay in the line that we're in?
Yes, if you're active, you have a sponsor, uh, you're going to be you're attached to that sponsor
Hmm.
already. Okay.
So there's no
Now,
way of changing to a different one if you wanted to.
if
It's
your
just fine.
sponsor, there's some things that's going to happen. First, we're going to see what the fallout's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if your
Mm-hmm.
sponsor is gone, not doing anything, totally inactive, uh, and then we'll look at what we'll call compression. And
Mm-hmm.
this is no guarantees here, but these are the discussion that's going on because we want to take care of people. We want to hook them up with people who have similar interests and have things in common, and that's
Yes, sir.
helping one another build business, earning money, and protecting our money. So
Yes, sir.
yes, those things are going to be
So,
looked at. And
okay.
Todd and I know we've had good experiences about this. They're interested in making intelligent, common sense decisions, but if it's moving from, let's say look, Todd's in my group. I've got people on the opposite side of Todd that's in a group, but they're leaders too. And
Mm-hmm.
that maybe the person they sponsored a person that's no longer active, and they sponsored a person no longer active, but they sponsored you.
Yes, sir.
Well, you got a leader up above you that
Mm-hmm.
is still active doing the business and would be hungry to help you. Maybe y'all never met, but that old line of integrity, we call it,
Mhm.
is going to be tried to be maintained, and that's what you call compression. Compression, we call it dynamic compression in industry. Will it happen automatically? No, it won't happen automatically. It's
Okay.
going to happen through a process of making sure people, uh, you know, uh, are there and they want to work together, and the company's going to be involved. But
Mhm.
the whole thing is, we can't move a person that's active to another person, because that's just like robbing somebody from the work that they had. Just like if you sponsored a person went down, you'd want that same type of integrity maintained for you
Mhm.
with anybody downline to you, that you was the causal factor, maybe not direct, but indirect, because they're in the business. Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, those are going to be looked at. I guess
Okay.
that's about the shortest answer I can make on that.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
another
Okay.
another
What
question I
about
have.
you, Todd? Do you have
Um,
anything you'd like to add to that?
Nope, that was perfectly said.
okay.
Yes, Kathy, you got another question?
Yes, one more question. My husband has been in for 5 years, like me. He signed up under me, but 2 or 3 years ago he quit having the autosaver. But I did renew him at that 5.99. So, well, he's not been buying autosaver, but he still has a paid membership. So he should be eligible to, if he wanted to get involved again with this. I think he will like this idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
had the 599 membership, he immediately will have it's grandfathered. Everybody that had
Mm-hmm.
a membership, active or not, doesn't matter.
Okay.
As long as you paid the 149 or the 599,
Mm-hmm.
you will have the 199 Sound Money account.
That's
Okay.
right. As long
So
as
what?
you're in that downline Explorer right now, you're grandfathered in. So all you have
Okay.
to do is look at your downline Explorer. If his name's right there on your left or right somewhere,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
he's he's
He's not
grandfathered.
active, but he's not
Does,
canceled.
does,
So
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Correct.
January 10th made the 599 eligible for 5% bonus in some money wallet, active or inactive. Okay.
Hmm.
By the
Okay.
way, I want to show something to all of you right now. This is maybe one of the most important things that you're going to see on this call tonight to make sure you're going to get paid. If you go log into your sound.money/you, put your credentials in, they should be the same as your 7K credentials if you've set your Sound Money account up. You need to go to your settings account and you need to go to this tab right here, which is affiliates. And if you are not showing ambassador status active and that you get 1% metal matching bonus, you need to immediately click the button right here that says I agree to these terms and conditions and make sure that is visible on your screen. If it is not there, here is the downside. If you've not done that, when you enroll somebody, you can't earn the metals matching bonus.
Okay.
Okay? Don't forget to go do that. And by the way, if you sign somebody up, make sure you show them that too.
That's right.
Because you're going to have, let's say, I'll use Gary Caps. Let's say Gary Caps enrolls his cousin Bill, and Bill is all excited. And Bill goes and says, hey, you know what? I got 10 people that need this Sound Money account. And Bill signs up all 10 of those people. And one of them is his bowling buddy, Joe. And Joe buys $1 million in Silver Eagles. Whoever I just said that guy was in between Gary and him is not going to get the 1% metal matching bonus. And there is no way that they can go back and fix that retroactively. It will not happen. I've had it happen to multiple people in my downline after I showed them to do that when they did their onboarding that didn't do it. And 7K says, we're sorry. That had to be there first.
That's right.
Will you say it again, Todd?
I sure will. I'll share my screen again. Who just asked me that?
Helena.
Hey, Helena. All right. So
Hey,
what
Todd.
when you're in your Sound.money account, you want to go to settings and then you want to go to affiliates and you want to make sure that this says ambassador status active and all of this shows your 1% metal matching bonus. Right now, I don't know why it's showing 50% enrollment award. Oh, I know why it is because it's half of the 199. Anyway, that's new. I hadn't seen that there before. So if this is not exposed right now, it's going to have a little checkbox right there and some verbiage that speaks to I agree to the terms and conditions and the blah 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 to make sure that you can get paid and I'm a 1099 yada yada yada. Okay, just check the box, and that then once you've checked that, all of these 1% matching bonuses should be exposed.
Yeah, you'll have to add your tax ID there, is what
Yeah,
you do.
that's correct. Follow those instructions and make sure you do it. And if you enroll anybody, make sure that they go do it. You do not want to get that phone call. You didn't tell me this. I want you to give me my $400 I didn't get from my metals matching bonus.
That's right.
Okay. Heather Hockett has asked a question here. And this is again Todd speaking. She said, for those of us that just joined and paid the $5.99, are we getting a refund for the difference of the $1.99 Sound Money wallet fee? The answer for that is no. But 7K Metals and the leadership there are all people of integrity, and they're going to look to do the right thing. So if you just signed up maybe January or February, or maybe even this first couple of days of March before they change this, and you can't sign up anybody today, I would send an email into support@7kmetals.com and just plead your case. Don't say Todd said so, but just say, hey, I just enrolled. I haven't had a chance to use my member benefits or whatever. Very excited about the future of, Sound.money. Curious if there's any thing you can do with regard to the fact I paid $5.99. I don't know whether they're going to say, yeah, we can give you $100 back, or you know what, no, but we'll do. I don't know what they just may say no, because when we all joined, we signed that associate agreement, and in the associate agreement, it said quite clearly they can terminate the compensation plan anytime they want with no ramifications. So ask the question nicely, and let's see what they get as an answer. It's the best I can answer that one.
I had several people ask me that, and I texted them today. Hey, there's no guarantees, but all you need to do is send an email to support@7kmetals.com and marketing@7kmetals.com. Ask the question, can I get a refund because I joined last week or 10 days ago? And I want to pay the $1.99, but can I get a refund because I'm not going to have any benefits from that? If you can ask, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it, but if you don't ask, you definitely can't get it. Okay.
Right. I have an adage that I've said for decades. If you ask, you might receive. If you don't, there's no way you will. So I would recommend putting that out there. And again, I would not go hard and be jerky about it. Be very tender, understanding that everyone's transitioning here right now, and the people in support probably are. I talked to Josh and Zach earlier today, and they both told me we've been getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep since we're trying to make all these changes and get everything working and make sure everybody's got a chance to win. They're working almost around the clock. Bob and I are getting a couple more hours of sleep than that, but not much as well. So I can be sympathetic to that. Bob and I's phones have not stopped. It has been one phone call, one text message after another since this announcement happened on Monday. We love you guys. If we're not getting back to you fast enough, please don't take it personal. We are all sucking water through a fire hose right now. But here's the truth. Bob and I are focused on next, not what was, but what's next, right? Yeah. And that's where I encourage you guys again, get your mindset on where are we going tomorrow and not worrying about what didn't happen yesterday or what did happen yesterday.
Sound.money. What is the website?
Okay, it's sound.money/your username. But if you want the one for the account, it's in the chat. It's soundmoneyaccount.com. Soundmoneyaccount.com. And then if you want to get one, that shows you the website. You can watch the videos and stuff. But if you want to get one like that, you go to soundmoneyaccount.com/sign up. SIGNUP.
Yep.
And it's in the chat. I put both of those
multiple times. That's in the chat.
So
thank you guys.
You bet. Linda,
Actually, wait, before Linda does, I have a great question here from Craig Burnett. Linda, go ahead and
Oh,
come up.
okay.
You're up next. Craig says, I know there are new terms and conditions, but is there any difference between the old 7K advertising restrictions and the new ambassador program? The answer is blanket, go read the new policies and procedures that exist inside your new Sound.money account and know them. That's one area where I can tell you guys, Bob and I have spent a gazillion hours poring over those policies and procedures and knowing every little nuance so that we didn't have ourselves or someone in our team that was doing something end up with an infraction and getting an ugly letter from 7K. Those are not fun to receive. I have gotten them. But to answer your question, at a broader stroke, a lot of what was under that network marketing umbrella really tightened the noose around our ability to use our lips or our fingertips, depending on how you were communicating things. And it's much more lenient as an affiliate than it is as a network marketing company, especially one that's attached to gold and silver or any currency. So what I'd encourage you to do is to use your brain and don't be saying like silver's going to $10,000 an ounce and you got to buy a sound money wallet today. You're probably going to have yourself in some trouble. But if you've got questions on that, my email's in the chat. You all know Bob's email address as well. You do know that there is a chat functionality and an email address inside of Sound.money. You can send those things in and get prior approval on them. Or you can be like some people and say, hey, I'll wait and beg for forgiveness instead of asking for permission. I don't recommend that at all. It definitely doesn't end well most often. You don't want to get on the radar of compliance at either one of these companies. Trust me, I know people who have been. It's not fun. All right, now Linda, go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry to
Well,
interrupt.
Linda, before we open your question, there was another one real quick in the chat that's easy for me to answer. Yes, I'm located in the greater Baton Rouge area. I'm in Prairieville, about 30 miles outside of Baton Rouge toward New Orleans. But George Donaldson is where we have all of our meetings. He's right there in the middle of Baton Rouge off of Perkins and College. And that's where we have our meetings. So yes, you can contact us and we're right here. We're always open to people in our business to join us at our regular Tuesday meeting that we do. And George Donaldson's right here on the screen. Linda Sliwa. Yes, ma'am.
Can you can you hear me? I'm on my computer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh, good. I didn't know how I'm always on my phone. Okay. I want to try and make this make sense. Bob and Todd both know where my brain is always at. So I have another company that they called it a consultant of. Okay. A year and a half ago, they turned us into brand ambassadors, just like we have an ambassador program. So they took our downline, same thing. But I think it's a great thing because I wasn't one of those making all that. I wasn't a Bob or a Todd, but I was a worker bee. So I think this is great for everybody. However, my question is, once they did that, like we're all grandfathered in. Once they did that, nobody else was allowed to sell the products. Okay. So now we're all grandfathered in. And I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to understand because I'm confused. We're all grandfathered in. So now anyone still can become an ambassador. So let's say I go to a business and I want to put everyone on there. Well, if the president comes on there as a sound, with a sound money wallet, they can do it. How would I get more business? Like I'm getting the whole company if he's allowed to now share it. Does that make sense?
You wouldn't be getting the whole company, Linda. You would be getting the president, what he buys, and he would be taking it to his company. If he didn't want it and he wanted to allow you to take it, then you get it. You'd be bringing it in and doing a service function. But like I said, this is how it is right now. Just hold,
Okay.
for bigger opportunities, for bigger potentials. Let's get our feet on the ground first. Let's get some stability moving forward, and then we will address with the company other possibilities. But we cannot. The basis of the program is going to be an affiliate program.
Single
Right.
level affiliate program. On that
Okay.
note, On that
Yeah.
note, if anyone listening to this call or the recording has a prospect like that, there are some ways to navigate that we'll take offline. So I would recommend that you reach out to me or to Bob with those, or your other
Yes.
leader,
I'll
or your
take all
other
my
leader.
questions offline because I always do.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying,
Todd,
if you've got a
It's
prospect there,
okay.
we don't know the answer,
let,
but let's
let, let,
communicate that
let,
opportunity to 7K or to Sound Money and see what they
Right.
say.
yeah,
Right.
come to us when you have things like that, and we can't promise anything. But let me do something I did today that I can share. Okay? Because I spent a few hours on the Zoom today, and it's with a person that has the capability to communicate to people, but does not have the capability to deal with it. I said, okay, you're going to get $100, but you need somebody to work with you. And they're not going to be me because I'm not going to do all that footwork. Okay. But I have a team for you and they will do it, but you're going to have to pay them. So let's work out a split.
Yep.
You get $50, they get $50. Now you're going to have to pay them. If you agree with that, we can move forward. If you can't agree with that, then that's okay. You'll have to do all the work. But they
Yeah, if I
agree
was a
to.
social influencer, I'd want $50 or something as opposed to all of nothing. So that makes
That's
sense.
right. And so, see, there are ways to do things, and until we know the entire lay of the land and what we're doing and what the company and they get all everything laid out here. Remember, April 1st starts the real program. That's when the other program sunsetted. I think we're going to have more and more information coming out. But again, what Todd said, Linda, I know exactly who you're talking about. I mean,
No,
we've
I'm talking
talked about
about more than
it.
that, but
Yeah, but I understand. I
I know.
understand.
Well, the person that I know about has an account. So no, he would get them all.
That's
That's only
not
fair.
that.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
back to Bob's point, Linda, and this is where we got to just get
Right.
concise on this one. That
Okay.
relationship that you have, that person's going to earn some commissions. Do they have the desire to speak to all the people that are that they're their prospects one at a time and help them set up their Sound Money wallet and all those things? You need to have a conversation with me or Bob where we get
I
that
would
person
like
on
to.
the phone and
I'd like to have a
explain to them.
conversation
You
with
talk
you
over me.
and Bob. No, this is a good thing. I'm not complaining at all. I want to learn to build this business.
Right.
So
So
I would love to have a business conversation with the two
Uh,
of you. That would
right.
be wonderful. So
One
let's set
off
it up.
those. Yep. Let's
No,
do it.
yeah. Let's set it up. I don't want to interrupt this anymore. I was just trying to understand. I'm not complaining. This is such a good opportunity. I want everyone to know that. You
Yep.
just need to know how to use it.
Yeah. We just need to help you position yourself correctly
Yeah.
with those
Yes.
opportunities
Yes.
and help you navigate that. And we're here for that.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what we're here
But I
for.
just want people to know this is going the right way.
I
Please
agree.
get excited about it.
I
Thank you.
agree.
That's all.
We agree. We agree with you.
Perfect.
All
I
right,
got
we'll
one in the
chat.
chat
Thank
channel
you.
here from John Hagan. Does the person signing up get gold pay? No. You don't only you. If you sign someone up underneath you, your commission is $100 in instant gold pay. They get nothing other than the Sound Money wallet account and all the benefits that go with it. There's nothing for them at sign up. Okay, except the replicated website, I guess.
Their Sun Money wallet account is what they get,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they get the ambassador account.
correct. Um, There's been a lot of conversation in the chat channel. If I've missed anything in there, I scrolled through most of it. Please repost it so it's at the bottom. So I can, every time someone posts something, like
just raise your hand.
yeah.
And if we didn't cover it in the chat, just raise your hand. We'll get to you.
This one I can't answer. Sue Murphy, what are the requirements to keep your Sound Money wallet active in order to avoid dormancy fee? Buy $1 of something every 12 months.
That's right. Or sell something
Or
$1
some, yeah,
every
yep,
12 months.
exactly.
It's
Tim
right there
Milano,
it's right there in your policies and procedures of your Sun Money.
Seriously? Oh my God.
Helena, what?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you
I'm
need.
just happy. I'm happy.
Yay.
Yeah. It's okay. Good. Thanks. Okay, I think Kim Milata.
Yep.
You answered a couple questions. So as long as they have 149 or the 500, they have a Sound Money wallet, right?
Yep.
Yep. And they
The
have
Pro
the
doesn't count,
ambassador
right?
account.
Pro doesn't count, right?
No,
No.
there's nothing to do with any of the subscriptions applies in any way to Sound.Money.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are, by the way, that's another question that's come up every night. Let me hit that one too. Do I have to keep my autosaver on between now and the end of the month? Yes. If you have any commissionable event and if you have any commissionable event between now and the 28th and you don't have an autosaver processed and you've gone inactive, all of your points and all of your loyalty points will flush. Also, maybe even bigger for some of you, every time you've bought an autosaver since you enrolled, you got 30 loyalty points, right? If you turn your autosaver off and go inactive, you lose not only your commission points, but also your loyalty points. So don't just shut that off this month because, oh, I'm not doing a business anymore and blah, blah, blah. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face and lose some of those benefits. Now, if money is an issue, switch it from maybe one of the coins that you have to 7K Pro or something along those lines. If you have questions about, I don't know if I'm not going to get paid, I don't know how to figure that out, reach out to me, Todd at soundmoneyaccount.com or Bob, and we will be more than happy to help you navigate that too.
Yeah. And so the real key there is loyalty points are going to continue. So however you end up, whatever you got on your pay side, that's the lowest point side. They're going to convert that to loyalty points. So if you don't get paid commission dollars, it's going to be converted to loyalty point. And the loyalty points, we should be getting more information. That's more information if you read those announcements that is going to come out from the company, and you're going to see some differences, and that's going to continue. Okay, so you don't want to lose your loyalty points.
No, you
And
don't.
if you're going to make a commission check, you don't want to lose that last commission check that you can get. Okay.
Yeah. On that note, Bob, this is something that I found out today as well. Let's pretend that you have 250 points on your left and 250 points on your right. 500, 500, pick a number, it doesn't matter. But you don't have an active member on your left or on your right or both. You can't earn a commission under normal circumstances without one personally enrolled on your left and one personally enrolled on your right up to $1,000, up to $500, I mean. So if that's you, reach out to me and let's take a look at what options you have. We used to say, go find somebody and enroll them to make yourself an active associate. You can't do that anymore, but there are other things we can help you do. I just need Bob or I need to talk to you about that.
That's
On
right.
the flip side, let's say you have 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right, but you only have one growth factor on your left and none on your right, or none on your left and none on your right. Again, someone in your organization could have enrolled anybody to give you those two growth factor, one left and one right, to earn up to $1,000, but you can't enroll anybody, nor can anybody underneath you. So if that's you, don't just sit there and watch those points convert over to loyalty. Reach out to Bob and I. We will help you navigate if there's a way to activate somebody who's inactive or something underneath you. Please talk to us about that before you just let those commission points go. And by the way, forget which date, which week it is. I think it's the 15th and the 21st this month, fall in the same week. So it's a double point week. That's not a week you want to have your eyes wide shut. You're not paying attention to what's going on here. Talk to us if you need to. Next
That's
question,
right.
Janet Kraft. What, Bob?
That's right.
Good. Janet Kraft. So I can sign up a person for a free Sound Money account and they will have their own affiliate link to sign up others under them. Yes. Everybody that gets a Sound.Money account gets a Sound.Money / their name. They can become an ambassador. They can go promote. They can get $100 commission, 1% metal matching bonus. When they hit $500, they got to upgrade, and now you get paid. All right, Gary
Can I
Comfort.
just,
I'm sorry.
Can you say that again, Todd, please?
Yes, I will. If I can remember what I just said. So, when you sign up somebody underneath you with a Sound.Money account, and they've taken the free account, no commissional event to you at that point. They sign up, and then they've got, let's say, 4 people that they want to talk to. When they sign up those 4 people, or any of those people, they get $100 for each sign up and 1% metal matching bonus as long as they've clicked the right buttons in their back office. You don't have a commissionable event there until the person you enrolled gets to that $500 need to upgrade their account, or if they decide to upgrade early, if that option or when that option becomes available. So until they've paid their 199, you don't get paid anything, with one exception. While they're on that free account, if they buy $100 worth of Silver Eagles, you get $1 in Silver Eagles. If they buy another $100 in gold Eagles, you get $1 in gold Eagles. When they hit the $500 service level, when they've got that much in the vault, they need to upgrade if they're going to go to any more above that, and they'll want to because they can't keep earning commissions and those kinds of things without upgrading. So they can't keep vaulting, I should say, without upgrading.
That's right.
Yep.
Well,
All right.
okay, so that's along the same lines is the question I was going to ask. If I enrolled somebody in the new in the Sound Money wallet, a new person, and if they wanted to share it, can they enroll and join 7K? And if they join 7K for the benefits of 7K, would I get a bonus from that enrollment?
No,
Plus
there is
the
no compensation in 7K anymore. None.
First of all,
that
you
was my
can't,
question.
right now, the provision for the new enrollments for 7K haven't been announced. We will, that when the company comes out with it, that will be very clear. It'll be something similar. I'm going to just tell you ahead of time. It's going to be something similar along the Sound Money. They're going to get a free 7K account so they can get other benefits and they can participate in the e-commerce side. Okay.
Yep.
Basically is it. Okay.
It will be free. They won't have to pay for that. I clarified that with Josh today. So
That's right.
Gary, when they sign up with, and right now they can't get into 7K until April. Okay.
That's right.
When, let's say you sign somebody up today, April comes along and they're like, hey, I want to participate in the e-commerce site. There's going to be a free login there that they have to do to enroll in that in order to sell coins and numismatic coins and buy autosavers or participate in the share plan. No share plan. Participate in the health benefits or whatever. When they do that, there's no commissionable event to you. There was no cost to that. But if they buy $1,000 coin, there is a 10% that can pay to you if they buy that through your platform. That's the only way you can get paid over in the 7K side is when someone logs in into your account and buys something from you. Does that make sense?
That's the e-commerce side.
Yeah.
That'll be all explained, but don't even worry about that right now.
Okay.
Because very few people are going to, only people who already do e-commerce are going to be interested, and only people that are really interested in numismatic coins, and there is a market there is that market, they're the ones that's going to be there. So it'll come, that part will come. Just remember, 7K is learning money is over with at the end of this month. No commission products, no points, no anything, but the membership benefits are going to stay in that 7K website. That's the only way they can get them. After April 1st, there'll be a procedure or a button or something. We'll all know what it is. If they want one of those 7K replicated sites like we all have, then they'll be able to get one. It'll be free. And there won't be a commissionable event for that. Okay? Unless they decide somewhere that there can be a one-tier affiliate type arrangement there. Not saying that can't happen, but it will not be a downline and a multi-level or
Right.
left team and a right team type thing. That it won't be. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Deanna.
Yeah. Deanna Carroll. I'm not sure how to say your last name. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I was just curious, with the new Sound Money account, will we be able to set up like automatic deposits, kind of like we have with the Wealth Builder?
I believe that is coming. It's not available right now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
So there's in my opinion, this is again Todd talking. I haven't heard this from nobody. But if you own Sound.money, the group that does right now, and you can buy those 4 asset classes in there, And you used to have to go over to 7K to do a 401k or IRA rollover into gold-backed IRA, or you had to go over there for any of these things. Why wouldn't they, the wealth builder, why wouldn't they pack that into the Sound Money account? The whole goal there is to get people to buy gold and silver. So why wouldn't we want them to have an automatic payment every week or month? Why wouldn't we want them to roll over IRAs? That's again, if I was in leadership. And I think what we're going to see is the transition to that. And again, stick around the water cooler, attend my trainings on Thursday or Bob's on Saturday. Whenever we know how that works, we're going to let you guys know.
Okay, thanks.
Great question. Craig Burnett asked another one. I'm active now, but my 7K Pro would have been due March 21st. Do I have to pay that to be an ambassador? No, you never need to buy anything from the 7K side to be an ambassador. You're grandfathered in. You can never lose that unless you cancel it, I guess. But with regard to your autosaver due on the 21st, you need to make sure that you've got your autosaver bought and you didn't go inactive to not lose a paycheck on the 21st or the 28th, or to watch your points flush, because if they don't convert over to loyalty points before the 28th, they're gone forever. Okay, so if you don't know what that means, either call support and ask that question. By the way, that's 208-314-2587. I can stick that in the chat channel here as well. Or reach out to Bob or I, and we'll be happy to get in with you into your account and tell you exactly how many days you have until you're inactive and make sure you aren't going to lose anything. I would just say, as a general rule of thumb, one, you want your autosaver. You're trying to complete that set still. Two, it's a tax deductible event because you're still in business until the 28th. And three, you will never lose anything if you did process that this month. So that eliminates all concern. Suzanne, you're on mute.
Unmute.
There you go.
I'm okay now. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of little fine tunings. You used an example a minute ago about signing somebody up, and then they sign somebody up, 1 to 4 people, and they can buy, and you said vaulting up to 500. So if they're not vaulting, if they're having it sent to them, they can just keep doing that and you still get nothing, right?
Ask the last part of that again.
No. No. If they have to buy it from the wallet and then have it sent to them. So when they buy it, you get that 1% commission in Sound Money. Okay, 1% metal bonus when they buy it, and then the shipping to them is a separate event. It has to be in their wallet first before they can have it shipped to them. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
that's a separate event.
okay. It always has to be in the wallet first. Okay. That makes
it's in the vault. Yeah, they buy it, it's put in the vault, and then shipping it to them is a separate event.
Okay.
And
that
you
helps.
get the 1% metal bonus.
Okay. And another question about the clause that may or may not be in this agreement. In the past, it was said it was lifetime, and those of us that paid $5.99 know that means nothing now.
No. Oh, Suzanne,
well,
you got a lifetime. You're grandfathered in lifetime here.
So what don't we have that we had before for that benefit?
Well, you don't have the 7K. The 7K plan is compensation plan is sunsetted at the end of this month, but you still have a lifetime. It's transferred in over. You rolled into it.
Well, there must be a difference in value, because why did I pay $5.99 instead of $1.99?
You paid $5.99 at the time under the terms that we bought the $5.99 for, just like
so that's what I'm addressing now with the terms that you're setting up now. Is there a similar clause that says that they can change it at any time for any reason?
Oh, there's going to always, there's not a business on earth that doesn't have that clause in their business.
Well, unless negotiated, I will say there are some that I know of, but okay.
No. None that I know of on earth that I know.
Okay.
Any business has to have the latitude to change their terms because of the economic times they're not in control of. And it's also in any kind of contract, it's called an act of God clause. Okay. They can shut down the business on an act of God clause under a contract.
Okay, so
business.
let me ask you then, since you know all the details legally, with our Sound Money wallet, is there a way that that can go away from us just
No,
because?
no.
No.
And that's
Okay.
one thing that I really have been training on for ever since
Okay.
2020 when we got it. And
Okay.
I'm going to get you and everybody else to do their homework here.
Okay.
I hate Google because they're so dead gum propagandized liberal leaning. Okay. But
Mhm.
I'm going to get you to use Google.
Okay.
I'm going to get you to go open up Google, and everybody can do this.
Mhm.
I want you to type in precious metals private vaulting versus depository differences
Okay.
or comparison, either one, it doesn't matter. They will tell you what you need to know and address your question on your own. You get to see with your own. You don't have to listen to me. But
Okay.
private vaulting laws and regulations were written years ago, more than 10 years ago, in the United States. Now, I can't tell you about other countries, but I can tell you about the United States.
Okay.
A private vaulter is nothing more than a record keeper, a, a security keeper to keep your things, an insurer, and an accountant. They cannot use your
Okay.
metals in a private vault to expand their business. A depository can. So if just like a bank, they use your money to make money
Mhm.
because you don't own your money. The bank owns your money as soon as you
Mhm.
deposit it. In a private vault, you are the sole owner
Right.
of your metals in that private vault. Now, I'll tell you another
You hear
reason I
that?
know this is because I've used
You hear that?
depositories for years,
Mhm.
and that's always my risk. That's why I can't stand one of the biggest depositories in America. And if you ever go to them and look at them, you wouldn't want them keeping your metals in that depository because I never felt comfortable about that. And it starts with a B and ends with an S and it's got a K in it.
Hey, Bob,
Thank you.
I have a comment on that that I'd like you to clarify because I think this is a question that she's really asking.
Tangled America.
Is there a Gary, you're not on mute. Uh, the the event could occur that something could happen that the foundational creation of the Sound Dot Money account could decide that they don't want to continue in business.
Mm-hmm.
If that happened, every ounce of silver and gold you have there is yours and it's insured and it's going to be yours.
That's
So,
right.
so to her question, could it end up that there is no Sound Money wallet someday? The answer, hypothetically, in a really bizarre, weird world, Suzanne, is it's possible.
Yeah,
Okay. So if they closed their doors and said, okay, you had $10,000 worth of Silver Eagles in here, we're sending those to you. You're made whole. We're out of business. So sorry. In essence, yes, that could happen.
that's correct.
Okay. But to Bob's point, they aren't going to go bankrupt with a run on silver and gold and the vault because it's all sitting there. That would not cause them to go out of business if everybody took their silver and gold out tomorrow.
That's right.
Okay. So hope that cleared that up a little bit.
Yeah,
But
you
Yes, thank you. That
that's the
helps.
beauty of it. You can have it shipped to you anytime.
yeah.
Now, in terms of cashing out, you're just like a bank. You know, they limit how much money you can take out on cash on a daily basis. Y'all all do know that, right? Well, 7K, well, Sound Money doesn't keep $10 million in cash in their bank account. So it's just like any regular business. If you're asking to get $1 million out at one time and that would hurt their cash flow, they might ask you, well, let's do it part today, part tomorrow, and part the day after if you want to liquidate it. That's just because they're going to have to get the cash funds from their own banks because they don't keep that much cash on hand. Okay. So that's just normal business operations in terms of cash flow management. Okay. But will they not be able to buy it from you? No, they'll be able to buy it from you because why? It's sitting there in inventory. It's guaranteed to be sitting there in inventory. And who's your main guarantor? Lloyd's of London, because they're not going to insure it. Okay. They're not going to put their name. That's your third party validation that you have confidence that your metals is yours. You got the top insurer in the whole world insuring your products in that Sound Money wallet. Your vault. I'm sorry, we can't hear you, Susan. You're
That's really good. And I've heard Lloyd's of London for years, and other places that are vaulting have them too. But I will tell you, when I shipped vehicles back from Europe and Lloyd's was the insurer, they said, screw you, you're across the big ocean. And basically they didn't stand up. So I don't know that I have that much confidence in Lloyd's of London as others do. Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that. I know,
Yeah.
it all means well, but I'm just saying that doesn't mean a whole.
To that point, Lloyd's of London is the master carrier. There are other subrogated insurance carriers that are underneath them. There are multiple layers of insurance with our money, with our gold and silver. So, everybody has a story of something that happened that's out of the norm. I don't know what the circumstances were around them declining that claim, but when it comes to this is a very regulated type of an institution. And the coverage and protections that are there, I think, are above and beyond what needs to be there.
Yeah,
I'm confident.
and anybody's got any further concerns on that, I'm going to tell you to go Google again because I've read through pages and pages of it over the years. Go Google what are the regulations on the United States regulations on private vaulting.
Yep.
They're right there. They're coded. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. No
Thank you.
problem, Suzanne. No
Thank
problem.
you. Got one from Daniel here on the chat channel. Bob and Todd, are you guys planning to doing any kind of informal team event at Long Beach? We bought non-refundable tickets for flights. I don't think the Airbnb is refundable, so we'll probably still go. Well, there is no convention. They canceled that. So all of us that were planning on going there that can get out of our hotels and can get out of our airfare are. And I happen to be one of those. So to answer for me, I'm not going to Long Beach without a convention there. I have no need to make that trip. I'm going to be sitting here trying to help all you guys find ways to make money with your Sound.money account.
And
Okay.
ditto here. I won't be
I'd
able to
love
get
to go
my
take a
airfare back, but I'll get a credit.
Yeah. I have our oldest daughter lives half an hour, 45 minutes from where that convention center was going to be. We were really looking forward to seeing her, but I have way too much to do right now to take a vacation and just do nothing in California. I am sorry for those of you who have non-refundable airfares or VRBOs or whatever. Enjoy your time out there. See Bob and I on Saturdays, Bob on Saturday, me on Thursdays. We will be training on this every freaking week going forward until we're all winning, winning, winning.
That's
Okay.
right.
And then let's go to Kim Mulatto.
All right. I got two questions. One, the MLM part of 7K that got taken away, is that across the board in gold and silver industry, or is this just 7K?
Well, hey, let me answer that, Todd.
Go ahead.
Okay. There's not very many MLM gold and silver companies that's still operating, and the ones that have never existed for more than 5 years. Okay.
Okay.
Our main competitor that started up copycatting us, the owner is sitting in Dubai because he can't come back to the United States. So that ought to answer a little bit of questions.
The reason I asked the question, so we have a lot of orphans people in our team, right?
Mhm.
And they're getting bombarded by Phil.
Well, of course, people are going to get bombarded. Now
I'm getting literally a
of,
call almost every day about Phil.
well, they've got some long-term existing little gold and silver type companies that aren't very big that's been around, but I never joined those and I never will. Okay.
Right.
And And if they get big enough, if they do get big enough, they're going to run into some very strenuous regulations. That's just the fact of life. And it's a good thing. They're just not big enough yet. Okay. And 7K, we've addressed this before. 7K is not hurting anywhere near financial. I mean, everybody should know their headquarters was paid off. That big, all that land, all that of those buildings, all that expansion, all that private vault on Yellowstone Drive, that right there in Idaho Falls, was paid off years ago. Okay, their expansion of Sound Money wallet and stack and sell and all of that that got paid off building that in that process. Now, is 7K debt free? No. But do you know why? Just like any major business, they use what is called operating cash loans to handle your cash flow, to handle your employees. Any good, sound business is going to do that. But do they have on their balance sheet, do they have more assets than they have liabilities? Most positively. Okay. So they're
Right.
not in a financial bind. That was not the reason that this was done. Again, I refer everybody to Josh and Zach's video. I think you'll hear more of the reasons that this was done. It's looking into the future and it's looking to how to get more gold and silver in people's hands without so much regulatory interference. Okay.
No, I watched the video, and I
Yeah.
thank you for sending the video.
No,
But
it's good. It's good that we have this question. Thank you for asking that because everybody gets to hear that answer again. Sometimes it doesn't. We have to repeat it over and over. Todd, you got
my
anything you'd like to add to that?
Just overarching comment that there are a lot of people with this decision that 7K made that are unhappy with their decision. They were focused on one part of this business. And I don't know who you're specifically speaking of when you're asking these questions, but I would say that anybody that's got noise that they're putting out there right now, I would take all of it with a grain of salt. You're looking at one of the top income earners of all time at 7K. Like Bob is the top income earner of all time at 7K Metals. He's still using Sound Money Wallet. I'm still using Sound Money Wallet. I haven't liquidated any of it since this happened, haven't taken any out since this happened. If someone's giving advice to liquidate your silver and gold for cash, you're taking a pretty big hit to take, even though 7K has the highest buyback in the industry, you're taking a pretty big hit to do that. If they're saying, have you ship your silver and gold to you, get it in your physical possession, that's an even worse bit of advice, in my opinion. And here's why. If you take the highest buyback right now for the 7K offers, you're not in too bad a shape. But if you liquidate those, I'm sorry, if you have those silver and gold eagles and bars sent to you at your home, now you need to sell them for something, you're going to get 75 to 80% of spot. And as silver and gold goes up, you're going to get even less percentage of spot. So it's egregious and almost malicious, in my opinion, to encourage somebody with ignorance leading that statement to liquidate because 7K is going bankrupt or whatever they're saying out there. And I've heard a lot of it. I get calls all the time. 7K is not going bankrupt. They made a decision to shift the 7K model to a direct e-commerce site, and Sound.money is going to expand and have a better product offering than they've ever had, and paying us more than we were making, than most of you were making, most of us were making in the 7K Metal share plan. So they've actually moved to a position of more strength by doing this. They've removed the regulatory constraints by getting out of the network marketing MLM industry. This is a very make sense decision. And one of the things that, and I'm not speaking for Josh, but he said on the call, the marketplace out there right now, Kim and everybody else, is demanding gold and silver and not real interested in what they can do in the network marketing arena. So why not meet your customers where they are and give them a product of value that they can truly use that doesn't have any other bells and whistles, that's something that turns them off? That's the reason they made the decision, one of many reasons why they made the decision. And again, if someone's saying liquidate your metals or have them shipped to you, I would ask you to do your own homework. Does this really make sense? Or is someone trying to motivate me to do something that's not in my best interest? And if you have questions about that, reach out to me personally. I'll be happy to talk that through for you. Again, I
No,
can't.
that's problem. It's just I want to make sure I know what to answer people when they ask me questions. For
Yep.
me, I have no worry. This is my home.
Yep.
But second question I have for you, I just noticed yesterday my last active person on the right just went inactive. But I do have a couple accounts, old accounts, that were these 599 accounts that somehow I let go. Can I reactivate those just to
Yeah.
recuperate the
Yep.
check?
Yes. Yes. Most definitely.
Process 7K Pro or one of those auto savers. You can go in and buy something in
So
your e-commerce site. There's a lot of options there that you can do to do
the,
that.
the main account, the main account is I forgot the password. So I went in to try to reset the password and they gave me a 505 error.
Let's reach out
You
to
mean a
support on that one
404?
tomorrow.
You mean a 404 error?
Yeah.
505.
505. I hadn't seen that. Anyway, just call support tomorrow and have you
Call support.
reset.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're going to
That's
try
the
and
only
wrap this
question.
up here. So the last two people we're going to take questions from are Kathy and Gary. Kathy, go ahead and come off mute. I'm going to answer one off the chat. Patty said, so if someone was waiting to convert their IRA to gold and silver IRA, should they continue to wait or get that done this month? All right, that's a tricky question. I'm not allowed to give you tax advice or advice on how to do your investing. Either one of those two things is a big no-no. I would say that if they have determined that they need to get out of the stock market and into a gold-backed IRA, then they probably want to reach out to, maybe send an email into support or call support and say, is there a functionality for that to happen? I don't know. There may still be. I do know New Direction is the company that we do these gold-backed IRAs through, and they're probably going to refer you there. I'm not going to refer you there because I don't know how that relationship works now. You may or may not get paid a commission on that. I don't think
No,
you
no,
can.
no, no. I already know the answer to that.
Okay, go, Bob. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. You just go ahead and go straight to New Directions, like you were in 7K. That still happens just like that right now. And as long as that stays in that 7K site right now, that's going to happen like that. Now, if for some reason, and we had every once in a while, there might be somebody, it gets dropped the ball when somebody converts. All you have to do is send an email in to support at sound.money. Just tell them the name of the person they did the IRA, and it will be taken care of. And we've already had a couple of cases like that. So converting 401ks and IRAs is just like it's always been until they get it moved into the Sound Money wallet account. Okay.
Yep. I do have an update live here. Someone's been playing around on the free account with Sound.money, and there is an option there now to immediately upgrade to the 199. Just requires a card on file. So that's good to hear. I had not seen that yet. Good to hear. All right, Kathy Brewer, you're up.
Okay. I was going to ask others what you just said brought up a second question, but the first one was so anyone that's under us already that's still active in 7K, if they buy anything off of the site, any gold or silver, do we make a percentage of that?
No,
Since they're
let's
since
just to clarify which site we're talking about. If
well,
you
the retail side, if they go in to buy something,
you mean the 7K metals site.
In the products tab?
yeah.
Okay. If you have someone buys off of your site,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be, it's not there now, and it won't happen until after April 1st. Please
Okay.
understand this.
Okay.
Right now, it's still going to function as it always had
Okay.
through March 31st.
Okay.
Starting April 1st, you're going to see different prices on those
Mhm.
products.
Yes,
And
sir.
people who are not members, let's say your next door neighbor, they're not a member of 7K, but they kind of like these Captain America coins or whatever. And they can go to that website and they can buy it, and it's going to have a price that is a very competitive in the marketplace retail price. You will make approximately 10% off of that purchase. There will be a difference between the wholesale price, which you can see, and the retail price that they will pay. That's what called e-commerce. And they will that 7K will handle the sales and handle everything and ship everything, and you will just see that approximate 10% commission put into your account. Okay, that's how that
Okay.
works.
To
Okay.
clarify that, Kathy, right now I'm just looking at on the products tab at the Theodore Roosevelt 1 ounce silver coin. If I buy that coin today, it's $229 as a member, and 10 points will post through the end of the last paid period's the 28th, so points
Mhm.
don't matter after that.
Yeah.
However, if a non-member is on my platform, they're going to pay 10% more than that right now when they buy that coin.
Yeah.
So there's a point event there as well. So that's just some feedback for you. If someone buys something today, there's still points. After April 1st, it's going to convert
What?
to a lower cost, but a commission will be paid.
Okay. Okay. But what I was actually thinking about was like in the future, I guess, once like after April the 1st. So if
After
anybody
April.
that's under us now, we don't make anything if they order anything because it's
No,
not because it'll
that's
be under
correct.
their site. They'll be under their
Anybody
site.
under you now, when they ordered off of that product page, there were points and you made money through the commission structure through point.
Mm-hmm.
After April 1st, there will be no points.
Yeah.
And anybody under you have their own e-commerce site.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
their customers will buy from them. If they buy
Yeah.
something, no, you will not make,
Mm-hmm.
because they're going to buy it wholesale off of their own site.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I had noticed under, I'm into my account right now, and I did go in and I am active as an ambassador there. So, but I had noticed that I had like $5.57 under silver, 100 ounce silver bars, and I don't recall ever putting it there. So I
Guess
didn't
what?
know.
Yeah, guess what happened, Kathy? You
Miracle.
got you can go to
A
your
miracle.
transactions. You got some 1% metal bonuses. Go to
Somebody,
transactions, all transactions, you'll see that when they got posted. What you won't see is maybe you won't see all the names of the person. Sometimes you'll see a username, sometimes you won't. But in the new system, all that hopefully is going to be corrected so you know who it
Mhm.
is.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got the metal matching bonus for one of your people that were directly enrolled underneath. You bought $575 worth of Silver Eagles, and you got
Okay.
$5.75 of Silver
Okay.
Eagles.
But we
Merry
won't never
Christmas!
get that.
This is the dream. This is what we
But
all
we
want.
won't ever get this again, though.
No, in sound
No.
money, you're always going to get that for your direct enrollers. That 1% pays
Yeah.
you every time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yay.
you
That's
that's
great.
that's what we're
Okay.
explaining tonight. You're gonna keep
Okay.
getting that and you're gonna
I'm
get
getting
more
it.
of them.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Uh,
great. Okay. Well, I'm going to work on trying to get my husband's site reactivated. And do I still need to sign up for that 199?
No,
no, you're grandfathered in. If you have a 7K account today, you're
So I can
grandfathered
use your
in. You
sound.
auto
I can use your Sound Money website. That's what I'm talking about. The Sound
Oh,
Money,
yeah.
the
So you
videos.
automatically get the Sound.money affiliate site. You have that. You're grandfathered because you were 7K member. Now, if you want to use the soundmoneyaccount.com platform to market, yes, go in there and fill in that form we showed you guys earlier, the sign up form, get your data over to us. We'll get your replicated site and you can market that all day long.
that's a
Well, I think that
marketing
would be
site.
best to show people.
I
Oh,
agree.
Yeah.
we
Especially all the
agree.
people that got turned off because they didn't
Yes.
want a membership and
Yeah.
they didn't want to buy a collector coin. They
Yep.
just wanted to get silver and gold. So
Yep.
There
Here's
you
the
go,
first
Kathy.
conversation I'm going to have with everybody as soon as all the dust settles and I know exactly what we have here. Probably next day or two, all this is going to, everything will be revealed, right? So I'm going to call every single person that ever told me no or canceled their membership with 7K or non-renewed. Most of them canceled because they couldn't afford the autosaver
Yeah.
or they weren't making any money in network marketing. It just isn't for them. Great. I have a good news. We're not a network marketing company anymore. We have a great product where you can buy fractional, highest buyback in the industry. You know you need to be buying some gold and silver. Let me send you this link and get you re-enrolled. It's free today. You can upgrade when you need 500 or more in storage, and I'm moving on. And by the way, be on Bob's training on Saturday and mine on Thursday. We'll help you script all that out, learn how to approach these people without being a pest. We'll help you, help you, help you.
Okay. I'll
Amen.
probably be
Amen.
on here the rest of the week if I can, just so I can keep reinforcing to remember all this.
You can
So,
come every night. That's why we're doing
okay.
this, and you
Okay. Thank
should.
you guys.
Kind of
Thank
like
you.
the liberals. You can vote early and often. Here you can come early and often.
Yes, that's great. Thank
JG
you.
says, silly question here. If a person signs up under the free option and later converts to the 199 paid account, will we still receive a $100 commission? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It doesn't matter if they sign up today, 6 years from now, they convert over to whatever the paid account is at that point in time, you're going to receive the commission that is in effect at that time per that compensation plan. I don't know what it'll be. It may be more, it may be less. I don't know. But right now, if they convert today to the 199, you get $100 and 1%.
That's right.
Gary Comfort is our last question of the night, and we'll wrap it up.
It's a quick comment for Kim. Kim, for very selfish reasons, Phil kicked 7K under the bus at his
Yes.
live.
Yep.
And that is what you want to tell your people who are giving you a problem,
Well,
because
there's
he has other goals.
yeah, I'm aware of that, Gary. I mean, there's a lot more to it on things that he
Well,
said, but we're not going to cover
well,
that here. But
well,
there's a lot of things that he's
Yeah,
claiming.
we don't want to
I,
we
I,
don't want
we,
to delve
we,
into that here.
I don't want to. I don't want to go down that rat hole, y'all, and talk about. I just want to talk about all the positive things that we're doing.
Right.
And it
other
is
things we're
very
doing.
positive.
And I appreciate every one of y'all. You know, I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to learn, to understand. We're going to be here tomorrow night again and Friday night. And of course, we really want to get to the training side. But as long as 7K is starting to add, we're going to keep putting out the information to help y'all understand what the differences are and how we can take maximum advantage of the new affiliate program that we have in our hands, and how we can get gold and silver in everybody's hands to protect their wealth and grow their wealth. And everyone needs gold and silver. So I personally want to thank you, each and every one of you. And I know Todd does too. Todd, why don't you bring us home, brother?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Um, Thank you guys all for coming tonight. I know you probably had better things to do for 2 hours and 15 minutes on a Wednesday night than this, but I'm glad you're here. It shows your dedication, your commitment to what we're doing. Bob and I have a vision that we want to help all of you succeed, and I'm glad that you're here. Couple quick comments as I wrap up. Number one, I don't care who it is that is talking trash about 7K or throwing misinformation or information out there, whatever it is, that's confused you or someone in your organization. The best thing you can do is copy this invitation that's in the band apps and send it to that person in your downline and say, I don't know all the answers to these questions. As a matter of fact, I have some of the same ones. What I'd advise you to do is to hop on this training or this call with Bob and Todd. They're trying to clear up all the confusion, remove all the noise, give us some facts, and show us what the future looks like. I've been on one of the calls and I'm pumped up. I think you should hop on the next one. Do that. Also, Bob is going to post this Q&A in all the band apps tomorrow, probably. When Bob posts that there, if anybody starts asking questions, do I get paid if they convert down the road? Or what happens to my commissions if I don't have an autosaver on? Whatever their questions are, I would send them the link to this training. okay, to this call. Say start here. Almost every question on purpose that's been asked all week, we made sure we covered tonight. There's probably going to be some more. So just tell them, go here, watch this. They answer just about every question you can imagine. If you happen to have another one after you've watched that, email or text me that, and then you guys forward that to me or Bob, and we'll be happy to get answers as we can and ask people to join us on Saturdays and Thursdays going forward so we can continue driving the correct messaging out there and do what we can to help people not be confused or scared. Fear is a horrible thing. I'm just going to close with this. There is a demonic side of the world we live in, and every ounce of fear that exists is controlled by the author of confusion. Everybody that's a believer, they have the Spirit of God inside of them, and they have the ability to discern. If there's confusion, it's not good. When there's fear, it's not good. And I'm just going to say there is hope here. We still are the beacon of hope for the people that are out there that don't have a clear path forward. Bring them to these next couple of nights, tomorrow and Friday. I think we're going to conclude these. And then Saturday going forward into next Thursday with me, we're going to be here to help. I know Bob has a heart to help people, and I do too. We're really glad to do this tonight. Thank you guys again for coming.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Bless
you,
you.
Bob.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless all of y'all. Thank you.
Can you
Thank
tell,
Thank you.
can you tell us how
Thank
to
you.
get on to the
Thank you.
trainings?
It's in the band app. In your
What's the
event
band
staff,
app?
send me an email, todd@soundmoneyaccount.com. I'll put it in the chat channel again. We'll make sure you get invited to the right one.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So I have so little faith. I'm taking 2 monster boxes up to put in my Sound Money wallet.
There you go. There you go,
You
Jerry.
go.
Hey, I'm glad I
I
gave that on that training how to do that.
I talked to Jared today.
Yeah, and at least you don't have to keep them at your house anymore or in the garage or wherever you were hiding them. And then it's fully insured and you got access to it anytime.
They're
you
under
want.
the apple tree, man. I have to go dig them up.
That rocks. Oh my gosh. Those would be good darn apples.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through that site, that marketing site. Now, this is the marketing site. I'm just
You're
scrolling
still not
through it
updated though, Bob. It's still the wrong page.
Well, at least I get the idea. Okay. I don't.
It's
You know
much
why?
better.
But
It's
you
much
know
better
why
than
it's
that
not
now.
updated? It's because it's mine. Again,
Yes.
he probably hasn't updated mine. Okay.
That's correct. He's only updated soundmoneyaccount.com. That is exactly why.
That's the reason.
There it is.
I just got it on the soundmoney.com one. There's the right one.
There you go.
Okay. So you can just see it again. And this is the marketing site. This is to help you promote and explain this. You don't have to use your words. This does it for you. That's what this is all about. Love
Thank
all
you,
of y'all.
How
Thank you,
soon
Bob and
after
Todd.
paying the 100 do we get this?
Within 24 hours, unless it's a Sunday.
After
Thank
you
you.
pay. After
I don't
you
work
pay.
on Sundays. Yeah, once you've paid, sign up, pay 24
Yep,
hours.
I
Unless
did.
it's Sunday, then it'll be the next day.
And it'll be
Okay.
active for you.
You mean I have
Okay.
to pay for it?